Hello everybody, I'm really glad and enthusiastic to present a new training class. About a week I knew what I wanted to cover because we are working hard on updates and something what we can present you. And actually yesterday we did the official release after beta testing. So first I like to know if this is the first time on this training class. Type in a yes if this is the first time on this training class. Okay, Michael is first time. Yes, first time. Okay, and Richard. So very quickly, my name is Jack Hopman and I help local business to make money via internet marketing. I do that since 2009. I spent more than 1.3 million in Google and dare to say I'm a Google expert. So I created for my own business tools which help me to find new clients and tools to track results. And I share them to the public and they became very popular and I got a lot of feedback and I appreciate that. And the tools became better and better and became a part of my business. I have several coders working for me and I love it. I love to be able to create things and share things. So that's a little bit in a short nutshell my background. I can't say that I always be successful. The first year I had to learn a lot and I didn't earn a lot, so that was not a good situation to be in. But I wanted to succeed and I didn't have a choice. If you live in a country where you are not born, you need to succeed. So I put a lot of energy in it, and after a year, clients signed up. I became better, and now I feel comfortable to share my knowledge to my members. So with that said, I keep a close eye on your guys' feedback. I appreciate it actually a lot, because your feedback is for me important, that you guys get what you need and what you want. So we have a member, Nick. Is Nick on the call tonight? Nick actually rocks it with getting new clients. And can everybody see that? It's kind of small letters, I know. I did a screenshot, so I will write it for you. So I will read it for you. Lead Finder Jack to rescue. I sent an email to around 40 companies, 40 companies, in my niche in New York City, and I had 4 to 5 responses within a day or two. I called them and I sold a pay-per-call campaign. And the other one was so blown away by the videos I had already ranked. He asked, "Can you do this for me all of my websites and video too?" And she jokes, I told him I would think about it. So C was able to get new clients with a tool what I think is just a click of a button, and you can do that too. Then, I don't know, who remembers this vote in Lead Finder Jack Facebook group? I asked for a vote for new features within Lead Finder Jack. Type in a yes or no if you still remember. So Greg remembers this, and Mike not. Daryl, yes, and Doug still remembers it. Ken still remember it. So the couple of yeses and no. But that was my way to find out what you're looking for. And I started to vote, you know, all kind of features, and Manta Search came as the winner. Then I got all kind of comments, and this one of them. So I'm still waiting for update where I can export data searched in Lead Finder Jack and then import in another installed machine. So I save all those comments, and either I have them voted, or I feel, you know, this is what you should expect. That is included. So I did that. So today I want to cover some new features, and those features are really based on your guys' feedback. The export function now exports only those companies that are shown by filters and not all companies. So it used to be that when you did an export, it exported everything. But if you only was interested in companies who doesn't have a mobile website or has bad reviews or whatever selection you do, you were not able. It exported the whole database. Now you can select what you want to export and export only that section in a single CSV file, not in 5 files or whatever. And Daryl said, great, I was filtering myself in the spreadsheet. Yes, and this is solved. I know this was a big wish. It came a couple of times back in the Facebook group, and this is now solved. You just need to start Lead Finder Jack and install the update, and you will have this feature. Also, one of the complaints was, hey Jack, I exported the file and I don't know where it is saved. So now when you export a file, you either see the directory URL, or you can even open the file immediately after export. So you never have the problem, where did my file go? Who has that problem with exporting within Lead Finder Jack? Okay, so a couple of you guys did. This is now solved. Then the next update was campaigns. So now in campaigns it used to be that it only shows the companies with Lead Finder Jack was able to find an email. But what if you said, I still want that information, I want to export them as an address, so I can send a postcard, I can call them, but I want to see them. And now you have a checkbox in the filter system, include without email. Then Google changes all the time. I'm not sure if you remember it, but when we just launched Lead Finder Jack, Google changed those banners from Google Places, those images, and that caused us to work very hard to get it solved. And now a couple of weeks ago they changed how they present the reviews on Google+. So we had to change, we had to update Lead Finder Jack for that way. So because Lead Finder Jack is depending on Google, Lead Finder Jack needs to continuously be updated. Does everybody understand that? This is not something, if you want to use Lead Finder Jack and you want to use it in a half year, you probably have made 5 updates. And many of them are caused by Google, because Google changed their interface all the time. So type in a yes and a no if you understand that. Because that is important. Did you ever bought a software program that was used Google and it didn't work after a month? I did. And then you put a support ticket, and the support ticket didn't even get replied because the WSO was over and the refund period was also over. I know I release it as a WSO, as a special offer, but you get the support from what you should expect from a company which is a real business. See, what's the next update? Yes, continuous change, yes. And we are facing that. And this takes a lot of time on our end to keep things updated. So another point was that you want to market to companies you can have a chance that you get them as client. Business directories, SP500 big companies, Home Depot and so, they rank pretty high in Google. They know the SEO stuff pretty good, and they also bid on AdWords. But you don't want to target those. That is just wasted energy. So what we came up with is that you can define if a website has more than an X amount of pages, you don't want to target that company. Or even better, if that company has more than 300 pages, just hide that company automatically. And what it does, guys, is you're done with that company. You don't search on that business directory, you don't search on Home Depot, so now you will leave with a much clearer list from companies which you want to target. And I will show you in a second where you can set that. It's very flexible. There are some discussion, I should have set it 100, I should have set it 200 or 300, you know, depending what you want to go after at. I find 300 a good value, but it's very flexible. And I will show you how to get data, okay? Now there are 3 updates which comes in a package. We already discussed Manta search, you know? You remember that vote where you guys say Manta is the #1 thing we want to get leads from. And actually, we found out that Manta was not that easy to scrape leads from, because they don't like to get scraped. They don't like to share their knowledge with simple tools. So we had to find out and go around with their restrictions, and their restrictions were even tougher than Google. Then the next update is user-defined tokens. So with that you can define your own tokens and show that information you want to show in every email. And company user fields is For example, if you have a URL for a company that you created a demo site for, or a mobile website, you know, there are tools that you instantly can create a nice looking demo site for. You can create that field and enter them in Lead Finder Jack and send them a dedicated email. Okay, Manta is in business directory. If you go to manta.com, it's like Yellow Pages, but actually in the United States, and it also becomes worldwide, the quality of information is pretty good. So Manta is actually becoming very popular for business information. So any other questions before I open Lead Finder Jack and show you the updates? Okay. Let me open Lead Finder Jack. Let's see the update. Okay. So once you have everything updated, you will see a checkbox search Manta. And you have to, because they are listed in organic, you have to select organic. That is all what you need to do. Before you go there, you want to make sure you have the latest version. And Manta comes with a package. Oh, don't see the screen changes? Okay, sorry guys, I forgot that. Okay, everybody see my screen, Lead Finder Jack now? So what you want to do, you see, you search, you see that Manta is added, and you also want to check organic because that is where Manta is shown up. You go first to settings and you want to make sure you have the latest version, 1.24. So you upgrade the version. And then once you have updated and you got the package, Manta will show. You see, there's now a checkbox include with no email. So all those businesses which are shown now, they have an email. If we check this box, which is by default, it will also show the businesses which didn't have an email on the internet. You see that, email not found, and those businesses are shown. So how do I update if I have an older version? You start Lead Finder Jack, and after 30 seconds it will ask you to update, and you click OK, agree. That is how simple it is, guys. Okay. So include with no email will show also companies which don't have an email address on the internet, but you still can market them. You still can go this company and see but all the information, you know, it didn't only find in the URL, so that doesn't help. But this one, Ace Auto Repair, you see they have a phone number, so you can call them. Okay, the next, one of the other updates was, you see those large companies, maximum search and height. So you want to set them at 300. And then see if it gets saved. 300, yes. So with 300 is a good value to say if they have more than 300 companies, I don't want to market them. With that, you clean up the list for those big companies. Well, it doesn't make any sense that you send them an email like Home Depot and other business directories. Those will get automated. Does everybody get that? I think that is very important. If you want not to market to big, large companies, you said, okay, set this at 300 and it goes automatically. And I asked the coder to have 300 as default, so that that helps a lot. If you don't have that option to upgrade, go to the settings and then there's something like upgrade or so. Kathy, okay, thank you for having go to a list of eliminated by big companies is a pain. Yes, and actually this feature was, I got that talk from in the Facebook group, because there was a post about, Jack, how can I easily eliminate those big companies, and that put me, to think deep from how we can automate that, because manually is a pain. I agree, and we came up with this solution after some brainstorming. $300 is large from plumber roofer, isn't it? Kind of, yes. Some roofers, they have freakers ask question pages, so I feel 300 is a good value, because either they have 500 pages or more, or they have, let's say, 200 or less. And I don't want to miss if somebody has 200 pages. But every company will is kind of big. They have more than 300 pages. Yeah. So Kathy opened just Lead Finder Jack, and the pop-up says there's a new version. Go to the settings to upgrade. That is what you want to do. And there should something like an upgrade here in this box. In this box there should be a button. Paul doesn't see that button, so I'm not sure what Paul faced, but you should see a button here. Do I have to upgrade to get data? No, data, you mean if no, you don't need to upgrade to get data. So after we are done with the updates, Michael sent me give me some keywords and city, and I will see what's going on for you. So let's see, did we cover all the updates? Oh, okay, maybe we didn't. So you guys, under settings, you see user defined tokens and company user fields. So here is user data. First you want to make sure this data is available, but you also have user defined tokens where you can create tokens and give them some content which you can use in the email. So you just add let's say Google, and the content is www.google.com. Press OK, and now this token has that content. The most powerful, so that makes it very easy if you want to have certain text in an email. The company user field is if you want to add information for a certain company. There are some tools around there which can create very quickly a mock-up for a mobile website, but they don't have the email functionality like Lead Finder Jack has. So you can update that information. First you create a token like mobile URL. You go to company and you see that field has been added, and you can add that information for that company. So now you're not only limited on the information what we have defined, but you can also add your own fields. And when you go to emails, let's open the first one, you see user defined tokens. You remember that we put Google? Let's put the cursor here and put token. You see now that token, which was google.com, will get inserted in the email, in every email. Remember that we had a company URL, and now we have that information and we can put that in the email, and we put that token here. So those are two different tokens which will increase your conversion incredibly, because how more personalized the email is, how higher the conversions are. And those tokens make it easy for you guys to personalize the email. And this is also based on user feedback. Very nice. Do you have a list like you have in your screen? This one comes standard, okay? Those one you can define by yourself. It's very flexible. So that's incredible flexible. Use defined tokens as many as you want, and company user field as many as you want. So there's no limit. You don't need, when I press it on token, I don't get the whole question, but so you can define those tokens now. So what you first want to do, actually I forgot to ask a question. Who does have Lead Finder Jack and who doesn't have not? Type in a yes and a no. Yes, you do have Lead Finder Jack. No, you don't. Okay, I see a lot of yeses and I see a couple of no's. So the ones which don't have Lead Finder Jack are in big luck. Why? Because Friday is Black Friday. And last year, I have 2 children, I went shopping and I hated it at the end because I was standing in line to get $20 discount, you know, but the kids, they had to read the magazine, so they really wanted to buy something. And the next day I was so sleepy and I decided I will join Black Friday, but only online sales. And I wanted to give you some guys something back. So I put Lead Finder Jack for a couple of days until Friday night for sale. From price you can't refuse. you get all the pro features which are listed here, and the latest update we discussed for $27. Normally it is $23. I thought I had an image that shows that, oh here. Normally it's $37. Okay? Saturday it will go back to $37. 27 is if you order now. This includes all the features which are included in the Pro. It does not include it in the Manta and in the user-defined tokens. This is an upgrade from $9.99. And why we decided to make this an upgrade? That is because Google changes all the time. We need to maintain the software. We need to maintain the support. And I feel better if we set up as a business. So we decided you still got the Pro, and features requests which were not direct related to the Pro, we put them in a package. And every month we will do a release depending on the votes. And that is how you get those new features like user-defined tokens, like Manta, and I will keep doing votes in Facebook group to find out what you guys want. I got already a vote for yellow pages and all kind of things, and they are on the list to do. Does everybody understand that decision? I really understand your guys don't like subscription. You want to get something, but Google force us to make continuous maintenance, to continuous updates, and it is just necessary. If you want to stay in business and you want to keep getting clients, and you want to create mobile websites, and you want to find out which companies has bad reviews, you want a software where you can rely on. And for $10 a month, we found that it's very affordable. If $10 per month is a lot of money to you, then you are not in the right business. Yes. Let me show. Does Lead Finder Jack search in Google Canada? Yes. Let me go back to Lead Finder Jack. And I have to change the screen for that. So I got a question from Richard. Does Lead Finder Jack in Google Canada? So if you clicked on this button, and now you can select any country which Google has a search engine for. Do you have seen it in any other software? So flexible. You just select which countries you want to target, and you're done with that problem. Let's see if Canada is pre-selected. It is, but so let's select Belgium also. Okay, I press OK. I go to campaigns, modify, and now I can also select Belgium. Okay, and if you say I never do business in Panama, so you go back to settings, pre-select, you look up Panama or PPPP here. I save, I go back to campaigns, I modify, and Panama is gone. So you can have your short list of companies, of countries where you want to target, and just go from there. So it works in every country where Google has a search engine for. And I bet nobody's on the call tonight where Google has not a search engine for. So Lead Finder Jack covers your need. Okay, let's do an example. Michael, can you enter a keyword and a location, what you use? So go to the screen and enter a keyword. Give a keyword and a location. Okay, and then Simon, can you do the same? Give me a keyword and a location. So we do Towing and London, okay? So let's, I don't know if I have Towing, but let's create a new one. Michael, Towing. And then add the keyword Towing. Towing, add keyword, and then the location is London, okay? And then add location, and then I want to make sure United Kingdom, and I press save. Michael, did you do those steps? Did you exactly do these steps? Okay. So let me start searching. Go to search, Michael Towing, and let's check for now all, and I say search and see what's coming up. Make sure you have those companies selected, and now it finds that information. So Michael, when you go back to the replay, you want to make sure you do the same as I did. And if you still have that problem, submit a ticket, and we go chatting on Facebook to dive in what the problem is. And Simon, which keyword are you using, and city? So the best way to find out which keyword you want to go over, okay, HIV Cleveland, okay? So go back to campaign, we create a new one for Simon, and we call it HAVRC, and HAVRC. Let's first go back to Google. I don't know if that's a good keyword. I have to change screens now. So HAVRC Cleveland. I got the map. I got Google AdWords, so I got results, so that's good. I was almost thinking that you had to put repair in it too, so it also get those results. So let's create a new one. Should be HVAC, not HAVRC. Okay, let's go back. HVAC. See what comes up. Yeah, okay, I also get results. So Google helped me a little bit with that. Now let me go back to Simon campaign. HVAC. I enter that HVAC, add that keyword, HVAC repair, add that keyword, and then Cleveland, Cleveland, add location, and United States. I save that, and probably is still searching that other company. It's 40% done. So let me stop this one, and then get it from Simon, and he's still saving. Search. So that is how you define it. You see what happens here? You see this line to it. So they had more than 300 pages. So this company got hired. So the first thing you want to do, okay, of course, when you don't have Lead Finder Jack, you want to take advantage from this Black Friday sale. Friday night it goes back to the regular price. Okay, so that's a given. Second is, if you have already Lead Finder Jack, you want to update it. So start Lead Finder Jack, and you will have an update screen and asking you to update the software. Third thing is, if you want to take advantage to use Manta user-defined tokens to get high conversion with your email, you want to click on this banner and you want to upgrade, and you can select if you want to pay $99 for each month. And we feel that is necessary. I don't know if you see all those screens. I don't think you see. And we feel that is necessary to maintain the software, and also to fulfill your wishes to create those new features. So I hope, does everybody understand that? Do you feel that $99 per month is asked too much to have a tool in your hand, but you can ask questions, support, create new features? What is your guys' opinion about that? It's $9.99. It's not $99. No. $9, almost $10, but $9.99. $9.99 sounds a little bit better. Can is no problem. Are there different levels of Lead Finder Jack? Yes, there's a standard, there's a pro, and those new features requests come in the package, and you get all those features for $9.99, for $10 per month. Do we have to pay if you already have the pro version? For the features which are listed on the sales page, you don't need to pay. But for new features like Manta and user-defined tokens, it is $9.99. Does the standard still working? Yes, the standard works. It's just you get lesser features, but it's no difference. The standard, I don't think got one of the 100 users chose for the standard, so I have almost nobody, because you want to get results, and the difference in price at the moment is peanuts. Okay, so let me go back to the presentation. If you have questions, send me a support ticket at support@leadfinderjack.com. I'm glad to help you. And also make sure you are part of the Facebook group. So you shouldn't use it as support ticket, but that enables you to share the knowledge you gained with Lead Finder Jack, and also to send me a message. And sometimes a direct interaction is a little bit better than 10 support tickets. Anybody have questions about this? About the new features, about Lead Finder Jack, about how to get results? So with that said, I really appreciate if you go to the Facebook group and make sure you're part of it and leave a comment. And I would strongly recommend you take that deal from Black Friday, because Friday night the price goes back to the normal price. Jack, what is user-defined tokens? Jamie, did you join a little bit late? User-defined tokens is that you can create tokens with content in the email which are user-defined, which are not prescribed by Lead Finder Jack. And if you have, you can also do company-related tokens, where you can have company-specific information from field, which are also not defined by Lead Finder Jack, but you just want to show that information in the email. Yes. I have been having some good results by also adding manual domains. Yes. And now you can do it all with tokens. So thanks a lot for your continuing hard work. It is much appreciated. We'll buy the full version after. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. You will be glad you make that decision. For this price, it's peanuts. You will not find any lead scraper, tool what is that affordable and that good for that price. I guarantee you 100%. And if you just bought a lead scraper that was only $19 so, I bet you're not going to use it, because it doesn't have the email functionality, and it doesn't find the weak points of the website from that company. You want to, when you send an email, you want to provide some content. You want to provide them information that they like to read your email. Correct said, appreciate your keeping up with Google and making improvements too. I have bought too many software products that didn't keep up. Yes, correct. And I'm also. And I want to have a business. I don't want to have a successful launch from one WSO. When you buy something from me, it is supported. Okay, with that said, I really appreciate you guys' feedback and looking forward inside the Facebook group. Thank you so much.